I think I loved the most of just getting to connect with people and hearing the stories and what makes the church the church. And I've been personally a recipient of when, you need help, Bethlehem has been there. So our 9-year-old daughter struggles with anxiety and ADHD, and that's led to some significant behavior challenges. We noticed that she began to kind of just tear at her shirts a little bit. And then when we moved in January, just a little bit of tearing began to be a full-blown shredding her clothes. And that carried on for an entire year.
I think it was hard because we tried everything we could to fix it. So if that was, we probably put this child on every medication known to man in a year to try to help alleviate it, because sometimes when you say she rips her shirt, you're thinking she might pull a thread out of here, and that's how it started. But when your kid comes home from school it was 3rd grade, and she's holding 10 feet of fabric in her hand and has a hoodie on in summer, it's kind of hard to watch that every day.
And so we went into isolation for a year, and when people asked us how life was, we gave the Christian answer that everything was fine, but we were completely drowning on the inside. So fast forward to at the beginning of the year, the first night of worship, and I felt this overwhelming sense that we needed to be there. I felt like at the very beginning, just walking in, that I just wanted to run to the altar and just come out of hiding. So when the service was over, we went down to Joel, and I remember just telling him we're not okay.
We just went down there to tell him, like, hey man, nobody knows about this. We just need people to pray for us. And that was supposed to be it. And then he was just like, follow me.
And he introduced us to a prayer team. And I'll never forget the words she said. One of the ladies said, I pray peace from your head to your toes and for your fingers. And for God to heal your fingertips. I never would have thought that from that moment on that God healed her. So we, carried on the next day, and, I'm full of anxiety with her going to school and what's going to happen today. And she came home and her shirt wasn't ripped. And I'm like, this is odd. But then it was the next day and the next day and the next day. And she has not ripped her shirt one day since the night of worship. He healed our entire family.
We never set out to be adoptive parents, but DFACS, that's what they wanted. And I spent probably a good week to 10 days trying to match them up with somebody else that I thought would do a way better job than me. And DFACS kept telling me, well, that's real nice and everything, but there's a matching process. I was unwilling to just turn them loose to whatever happened. But I really did not want to it was too hard. I didn't see it. We already have 4 kids. That would be 6 kids. That's too many kids. They spent the whole month of January preaching at me. The book of Nehemiah and the story of rebuilding the wall. And he said a bunch of things that month that I could not deny. Things like, this job is too important to quit. We're working for eternity. There's a whole bunch of great things. I can't even remember what they all were right now. But anyways, it started to kind of shift in my mind what was right and what was possible.
Literally, I saw her when they asked a question. I just was still doing, okay, well, I'm sure, they'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, what something. And I remember coming to her and I said, I can't come up with any good excuse to say no. All of them are selfish reasons. It's hard, or, well, we don't have a car big enough, or, whatever that may be. And I said, let's just say yes. I want you to stop wrestling with trying to figure out where to put them, trying to solve this, because we didn't want them to go into another home and potentially bounce around the care. I said, let's just say yes.
That kind of coincided with the snowy Sunday. Y'all remember that? And we were sitting there and singing, and we sang the song where the lyrics are, miracles are happening in this room. And so it coincided with that same, it was a miracle. And we could see it, we could say yes to this and we could see it happening. And so we did sign a letter of intent that we would adopt them. when it is so hard, like it's a real hard thing to take in kids that are so messed up, and ultimately we're all broken, and so you put really broken people with broken people, and it's just a tough combination. Jasmine approached us and asked us if she could do this for us, and has put together the most incredible team of people who bring us a meal once a week. And I'll tell you, I rely on that Tuesday meal, because if I don't have to think about one meal a week, it really does help a lot and takes a lot of burden off. And I don't know, just to know people care and notice that it is hard and we're doing something hard, and they're willing to kind of stand in there with us.
People may think it's a headache, or maybe they don't think it's a headache. They're willing to do it, and it has been a huge blessing for our family. Just seeing her, we've got a meal planned and she doesn't have to worry about it.